Welcome into Farming Simulator 25 with me, the Midlife Simster. Thank you for joining me for this episode of my personal 5 must-have mods for console players as part of our Wish I'd Known series. Now, from the very get-go, let me make a few things clear. This episode is specifically aimed at newer players or those who might feel a bit kind of overwhelmed by the game. I know I did when I first started playing and trying to get to grips with all the machinery, and then all these hundreds of mods were getting released. So I wish I'd have had someone back then just saying to me, look, have a look at these 5, introduce them into your gameplay, see if you like them. They come recommended. Now, if you're an experienced player, hopefully you'll still get something from this as well. Maybe you'll think of an idea for your own farm or something in your series if you're a creator and things like that. The only other things I need to say before we go any further is I am a console player, so anything that's a mod for PC isn't going to be on here, and I won't know about it, I'm sorry. Most importantly of all, this isn't me telling you that these are the best mods in the game. This is my take on what I will use in pretty much every one of my gameplays and my kind of series that I start. But you play how you want. If you don't like them or you don't want to use them, great, you don't have to. We play for fun, not perfection, and you will have fun by being you and playing how you want to play. So don't be forced into anything. Don't feel that you need to play a certain way because you've seen someone playing a certain way. Just play the game as you want, yeah? The difference in kind of creators and the way people use mods and stuff is really vast. So have fun, enjoy it, and just, if this helps, then happy days. So let's get started with our mods. They are coming thick and fast now, aren't they? It was a bit slow initially, maybe Giant's kind of testing the water a little bit, making sure the game was sort of running as best as it could at the time. I know we've got the update coming out next week as well, which is going to be massive, especially for us console players. I may have to try and find a way of putting a PS5 Pro onto my credit card or something, but yeah, can't wait to see how that kind of plays out. But anyway, let's get started, shall we? First up, JCB Agri Load by the Agri Load-All by Ross and Mods. You will find this within your telehandlers. There she is. Now then, the amount of kind of modifications you can make to this thing, massive, really, really good, and they also basically don't cost anything. My personal go-to is the Agri Pro. You've got 145 horsepower and the variable CVT gearbox. Personally, I prefer to play with the wide tyres. I don't know why. I put the 541 model on. I can't see a difference other than the sticker changing on the back. Personal preference. I love a good strobe beacon. That is a beautiful thing. This is what makes this mod so special. You've either got the standard attacher or you've got a Q-fit attacher. Obviously the usual things around the colours and rims and then the license plate. Now, let me come back to the attacher element of it. As you'll see here in the Midlife Simster colours, we have the Q-fit on the front of this one. In addition to those options, in this pack, when you download it, will be these little adapters. The JCB Q-fit adapters pack, and I can show you those because if you go into your telehandlers, there they are, Q-fit adapters. Now there's a number of them, but they're all in this one option, right? So Q-fit to front loader, Q-fit to telehandler, Q-fit to wheel loader. The reason these are so important is because it's going to allow you to basically put any one of your attachments for those machines onto your telehandler, and I promise you, when you're getting used to this game, that is a game changer. If I give you an example, this here, honourable mention to probably my favourite mod in the game, the Quickie 140 bale fork. I love this thing. Look at my previous videos. I've got it in every series. I harp on about it all the time. It is epic. Take the collisions off. This thing will pick up not only bales and put a fast strap over the top of them so you can carry 2 or 3 at a time. It will deal with any tree that you put in it, and you can just basically imaginary strap around it. And then you can also do pallets. Absolutely brilliant. But this adapter allows you to easily put it onto the front of your telehandler. In addition to that, if I drop off the adapter and the mod, come over to this one here. This, as you can see, comes up again just as on the adapters, but what it actually is, this one is the wheel loader adapter. Yeah, so slightly different shape. Why this one is so important is it's going to give you the option to put the wheel loader attachments on, and these things are awesome for dealing with like bulk, so especially in like lumber, doing any of the stonework and things like that. Just because the wheel loaders are expected to be so much bigger and heavier, now you're going to have to take into consideration the more you're picking up the front of your telehandler, the more the weight is, the less stable your telehandler is going to be. So that is an issue for you. But things like this bale fork, we've got the log fork there, they're all epic. Yeah, this high dump bucket, really good. It will not work for the Volvo attachments. All right. And then to round us off, when we go back to the absolute just basic model, no messing around, telehandler attachment, you also get with this mod pack the JCB attachments, which is this monstrous bucket, absolutely epic. You come in here and you'll see all the JCB mods in there. There she is, the 5,000 litre shovel. What a beast. What an absolute beast. Wicked mod. Really, really like this. Yeah, superb stuff. Right, next up for me, it's a bit of a two-in-one situation here. Honourable mention to Giants for the class tractor. Love this one, my favourite tractor in-game as a downloadable mod. I just wish it was base game and not taking up space on my PlayStation console. So, I'm going to start with the water bowers on the back of here, which is actually the Lizard Tardis. This is by Omatana. Her mods are brilliant. Now, most people will have this because it's got an unrealistic capacity. So if we go into our mod section and head all the way down to barrels, and it's in by there. Okay, so there we are. Standard one is 7,000 litres. Now, most people will take it because this then will take 200,000 litres of water, or any liquid, basically. The only thing that's adjustable on it then is the colour of your rims. I don't actually play it with the XL capacity because I'd rather there be something a little bit more in the middle. The reason I like this mod so much is quite simple, is because it can basically deal with any of the liquids. Now, there have been some more that have come out today that'll come into competition with this, but I haven't really compared them, which is basically, if you look at these ones down here, they basically do everything. But I kind of don't like that. I'd much rather Umatana's bit more realistic version. Her actual pack in terms of the mods, let me see if I can just find that very quickly for you, because it's not just the water tanker, it's all of these things. So you got the Tardis loader, the water trailer, the standard trailer with the swivel axle on the front, and then the trailer tandem. All great. And again, for example, going to the tandem, love this trailer. A bit more expensive than the class, so I don't generally tend to use it, but people who want to use this love it because the XL capacity goes up from 18.5 to 200 meters cubed. So again, it's the unrealistic element of it, but there's nothing basically you can't just take in one load. It's a great mod pack. Now, I'm going to use this in line with our next mod, which is the Plant Protection Products Pack by JMZ. I should also say, the mod makers that are in this episode, this is like the heavy hitters of the mod world. Honestly, the stuff that these guys bring out is epic. Their mods are brilliant. I'm not saying they're the best modders. I'm not saying that there aren't equally brilliant modders. There's some really incredible people I'm not mentioning on this one. But these are household names in the farming simulator world if you are new to the game. Always keep an eye out for these guys, the stuff that they're bringing out. Anyway, as I said, Plant Protection Products Pack by JMZ. It should be, there it is, Plant Protection. So what you end up here with, right, is you've got a herbicide canister, which will give you 50 litres, and then 1 litre. And then you've got a liquid fertilizer canister, which gives you 50 litres or 1 litre. The idea being that these are concentrated liquids. So you buy these at the shop, pick these up, right? And you will jump into your tractor with your refillable mobile water tank on the back, ideally one that can then obviously, it'll have to be able to deal with liquid fertilizer. You can then fill this up. That is going to fill up 50 litres. What you then go and do is within your construction menu, and if we come across to where is she? Into containers. Garden hose with water sprayer. Plant protection products pack. £100. You will place down this hose, drive up to it with your 50 litres of concentrate, and then you can then add several thousand litres of water to the back of the concentrate to give you the amount that you need then for your greenhouse. I won't kind of go through the whole thing, but you'll see now. So we pull up to the pump there. There she is. When you press for console, your little L3, herbicide, water, liquid fertilizer. We want liquid fertilizer. Off she goes. Now, it does charge you. You can see in the top right, we are losing money. Yeah, it's going down basically £1 at a time. So it's not a massive amount of money, but it isn't free. It does add up. I'm pretty sure, though, the overall amount, by the time I get up to my required, like, 4,000 litres for the greenhouse, it's still considerably more cost-effective than buying the standard, I won't even bother going to find it, but the standard liquid fertilizer. So, for example, then we would just sit here until we've got however much we need, which in this case would be 4,000 litres. And then we would drive over to here. I'm not going to make that turn, typical. So we'll just make it look a bit ugly. Dump our liquid fertilizer, and there we go. When I say we got heavy hitters and the stuff that they do, Omatana's water pack. So if you haven't already gotten into that, free water. Yeah, that one is, and look how fast it'll fill up the tanker. It is rapid. There's various versions of the kind of pumps you can choose from. Amazing, great mod. The water pack from Omatana. Honourable mention there. Now then, linking in, we've also honourable mentioned the greenhouse that I just used, because I have talked about it in the previous mod. There's loads of really good greenhouses at the moment. There's another bunch that dropped today that I haven't had a chance to test yet, so I may well come back into them at some point. This one is the hydroponics greenhouse by Dogface. Produces an incredible rate. It will need, like I said, liquid fertilizer and water, so not just water. But it is an amazing bit of kit, and it will churn out your productions at an incredible rate of knots. Moving on. This one, it all depends on how you want to play the game. At the moment, we still haven't got anything that'll do the pallet loading, and it all depends how you like to play. Now, I will play, as you can see from the icon, with the liftable bales and pallets mod. Yep, so that's how I play normally, and I'll chuck these onto what I'm trying to do. However, this new mod, which is the Palfinger FLC 253 pack by Black Sheep Modding, again, household name, right? This is awesome because it comes with a bunch of trailers. There's so many options. The way this works, and I will show you this part. I won't go into all the different kind of versions of the trailers you can have. If I just knock the engine on, the animation of this one, I think it's beautiful. Honestly, I love it. I just love that. I think it's so funny. Options to open both sides and the rear doors. Yeah, wicked mod. But that isn't what makes it special. That's, you know, that's pretty standard stuff, I suppose. But what makes this one special is this little beauty of a forklift truck. Is really small, and it's got a number of secret weapons. Now, word of warning, it takes a bit of getting used to. If you are new to the game or you struggle with the controls and stuff, take your time with this one. The steering takes a lot of getting used to. On console, L1 and square turns on the telehandler. If you haven't got it on, I don't know why you've got to turn it on. I've never known that. But anyway, you turn it on. You then have to press X and L1 and X, because that will put it into work mode. If you don't put it into work mode, when you try and do your usual stuff to move the forks, you ain't going to do it. You're just going to move the camera. So you need to go into L1 and X, and off you go. Beware, right? Be wary. When you push this thing out, because you can extend the forks really far, for some reason, and I can't quite work out when it happens or why it happens, but for some reason, sometimes they come out of the front of the machine like a bullet from the end of a from the end of a gun, and they will punch your pallet a long way down the path or wherever you are. So I'm not lined up properly there. So anyway, happy days. Now, what makes this really special? Advice around it is, Do it nice and slowly, yeah. Don't kind of be overly aggressive with the controls and things, and because when you see like that, it will start to slide. But what's really, really clever about this one, hold R1 down and you'll see then top left hand side of your screen, toggle steering mode L3. That will then turn the wheel sideways. So if you want to, for example, run a number of greenhouses, like one in front of us here where the lorry would be, one directly behind us, so your spawn points are really condensed, you can just go along the line and you're going to be able to easily back and forth, yeah, picking these things up. It's up to you how you want to play the game. I can't stress that enough, yeah. If you just want to throw the things on, then great, throw the things. I don't know why that's getting so glitchy. All the testing I've done, it's never done that. How bizarre. Knock it back in, approach your back of your truck, on they go, push them out, forks down, away we go, turn it back into transport mode, off. Amazing. One additional trick that comes with this, and I will say actually before I show you that part, I put these on beforehand, and just to show you, I put all 4 of these on at the same time. Yeah, so it can put stack 4 together on the forks quite easily. That's the worst it's done it, typically, for the video. I'm not going to take it out because I don't believe in trying to hide. You know, this is a mod review, isn't it? So you need to understand it's a little bit temperamental. Now, this is where it gets really cool. We will knock the engine off on that, run back to the front of our trailer, into our main cab, engine on, close her up. Most of the time in this game, the problem you've got is when you go to your various points to pick up stuff, there isn't a forklift there. And there are ways of getting around it, but it's not ideal. For this mod, just back up to your forklift, press X, bang, she goes on the back of your truck. That is cool. So cool. Just be wary though. You'll hear then that the engine started on the forklift, so you've just got to be wary of where you are, which one of them you've got selected up in the top left there in terms of your control group. So engine off on the main truck and happy days. The only other thing is when you are tabbing through your vehicles, you will not ever tab into this, whether it's attached or not. It will not allow you to tab. You've got to actually manually approach it and get into it. But love that mod. So that's the Palfinger FLC 253 pack by Black Sheep Modding. And then last on the list for today, and you can just about see it in the distance there, honourable mention by the way to the multi-fruit buying station from, again, 82 Studio. Incredible. Did I say it was the hydroponics greenhouse was by Dogface? I can't remember, but that's by Dogface, just in case. I'm not sure I said that. This is the multi-grain production by Biggins. Came out a couple of weeks ago. Initially, as much as I loved it, the production rates and stuff were a bit out of sync for me. So some of those have been adjusted, not all of them. And I'll go into the production page and just show you what the sort of stuff it can do. So when we come into here, you've got your bread from either standard or rice flour, cake from standard or rice flour, cereal which is chocolate cereal, long grain rice cereal, and cereal with raisins. All got their own particular sets of ingredients. This is what I really love about it though. Corn flour and corn tortillas, oats, rice flour, wheat flour, and then the whole wheat bread and the whole wheat flour. So these 4 things, the corn flour, corn tortilla, whole wheat, bread and flour, brilliant. All you need to do if you've got this up and running is change, when you're dropping in your wheat and dropping your corn into the point, change your corn flour and your whole wheat flour into the distributing. That will then mean that the same production will pick it up and keep it because it's trying to make the corn tortillas and the whole wheat bread. Put those to storing. They will then produce at the front of the shop if you want to go about that way with it. That's personally how I generally go with it. These are the products. Wicked, really nice bit of graphic on them. The organic corn tortilla and our wheat bread. I love the look of the wheat bread. I think that's a really nice texture. What I love the most about this, right, isn't... also, by the way, it comes with a purchase point. So you can install that as well. Same place as usual. Pick up stuff, drop it off there. bosh, and you are getting £5,122 today for that product. What makes this so special though is the attention to detail the Biggins has gone to in this. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Look at the details in the ventilation system, yeah, in the smoke or the kind of steam, whatever that might be coming out of the top there in the funnels. Even here, right on the back, 2 of the chimneys for the ovens, and there are genuinely ovens linked up to them properly. It's the detail. Same for those 2, yeah. We know that those 2 have just been pouring out the front. What a mod! What an incredible mod! Just top work. This nothing lazy about it. Really unique, superb. Love this. Love this. How you play the game, if you want to use it, if you think the prices are unrealistic, all right, cool, don't worry about it. It's, you know, don't use it, that's fine. If you want a mod that is just beautifully made and does some pretty cool products, this is your guy. So there we are. That is it for today. Like I say, the mods are coming at us now thick and fast, so I'll keep bringing out the kind of top 5 mods I'm going to be playing with in all of my save games. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, do consider giving it a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Help me understand what you guys are, you know, enjoying. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.